So, you're trying to rebuild your credit, right? It can feel like you're lost in a maze, especially when it comes to things like secured credit cards. But listen, there is a clear, simple path through all of it. And over the next few minutes, we're going to map that path out together, step by step, so you can get your score moving in the right direction. You know that feeling like a low credit score is this giant wall standing between you and, well, everything you want to do financially. It is so frustrating. But here's the thing, you're not alone in this. It's a super common problem, and the best part, it is absolutely solvable.
Okay, so what do we even mean by bad credit? Let's get on the same page. In the financial world, it usually means a FICO score. That's the most common one. That's dipped below 580. And yeah, that number can make it really tough to get approved for the usual credit cards or loans. If that's hitting a little too close to home, don't worry. You're in the right place. This is where we start to change that number for good.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about the low score problem. Then, we'll get into how secured cards actually work. After that, we'll figure out how to choose the right card for you, look at some of the top picks for people rebuilding, and finally, wrap it up with a solid credit building plan. Let's dive right in.
Okay, first up, Section 1, the low score problem. Really, the biggest problem with a low credit score all comes down to one word: access. Lenders just see that low number as a bigger risk. And that means all those cool cards with cashback and travel points, yeah, they're usually out of reach. It's that classic, super frustrating catch-22, right? You need credit to build credit, but you can't get credit in the first place.
But that's exactly where this next tool comes in. It's designed to break that cycle. So, Section 2, how secured cards work.
All right, so say hello to the secured credit card. And that word, secured, is the magic ingredient. See, unlike a regular card, this one requires a small security deposit that, and this is super important, is refundable. You give the bank a deposit, and that money secures your credit line. It basically takes all the risk away from the lender, which is why you can get approved. And typically, your deposit equals your credit limit. So you put down $200, you get a $200 credit limit. Simple as that.
And the whole process, it's actually really straightforward. Step 1, you provide that security deposit. Step 2, you just use the card for small stuff, like your morning coffee or filling up the tank. But, and this is the absolute most important part, you pay that bill on time, every single month, no exceptions. Step 3 is where the magic happens. The bank reports all that good payment history to the 3 credit bureaus. And finally, Step 4, the best part. After a few months of you being awesome with your payments, the bank will often graduate you to a regular unsecured card, and you get your deposit back. How cool is that?
Okay, so now we know how they work. Let's move on to Section 3, choosing your card type. Because believe me, they are not all the same. So, let's find your match. Think about which of these sounds like you. Are you the rewards earner, the person who's thinking, hey, if I'm spending money, I want to earn some cash back? Or are you the low deposit starter, thinking, I need to get this going, but I don't have a lot of cash to put down right now? Maybe you're the no credit check applicant who's just really worried about getting denied again. Or maybe you're the savings builder, looking for a way to build up your savings and your credit at the same time. Figuring out which one you are makes picking the right card way, way easier.
All right, hopefully you have an idea of which type you are. So now, let's get to the good stuff. Section 4, top picks for rebuilders.
Okay, for all you rewards earners out there, check these out. We've got 3 amazing options. And the best part, none of them have an annual fee. The Discover It's Secured is perfect if you spend a lot on gas and restaurants. If you just want to keep things super simple, the Capital One Quicksilver Secured gives you a flat 1.5% cash back on absolutely everything. No categories to track. And if you're a strategic spender, the Bank of America card is awesome because it lets you pick a category to earn a whopping 3% cash back in.
But you got to hear about this perk from Discover. It is a total game changer. It's called their cashback match. Basically, whatever cashback you earn in your entire first year, they double it automatically. No hoops to jump through. So let's say you earn $200 in cash back. Boom, they give you another $200. I mean, getting $400 back is just incredible for a card that's also building your credit.
Now, for our low deposit starters, this is huge. See, most secured cards make you put down $200 to get a $200 credit line. But the Capital One Platinum Secured is different. You might be able to get that same $200 credit line with a deposit as low as $49. That makes it one of the easiest cards to get started with if money is tight.
What about this number? 89%. If your biggest fear is getting that denial letter, this should make you feel a whole lot better. The OpenSky Plus Secured Visa has an 89% approval rate. How? Simple. They don't even pull your credit. Your approval is based on other things like your income. So here are two great options if you want to skip the credit check, but they work in completely different ways. You've got OpenSky, which is pretty much a traditional secured card. It just doesn't require a credit check. You don't even need a US bank account for that one. Then there's the Chime Credit Builder. This one is really unique. It's tied to your Chime spending account. You move money over to the card before you spend it, so there's literally no way to go into debt or get hit with interest. It's a super safe way to build credit. And then there's the Self-Visa card, which is completely different again. This one is perfect for the savings builders. See, you don't actually put down a deposit at the start. Instead, you're essentially making payments on a small loan that gets saved for you in a certificate of deposit. Once you've saved up enough through those payments, that money becomes the security deposit for your new Visa card. So you're building savings and establishing two different lines of credit at the same time. So it's a pretty brilliant way to tackle both goals at once.
All right, you've picked your card. Now for the most important part. Section 5, your credit building plan. This is how you make it all work.
Listen up, because these are the 4 golden rules for success. Rule number 1, always pay your bill on time. It's the single biggest piece of your credit score, non-negotiable. 2, keep your balance low. This is called credit utilization. A good rule of thumb is to keep it below 30%. So on a $200 limit, that means spending less than $60. 3, monitor your score. Most of these cards have free apps that let you see your FICO score, so you can watch it go up. And finally, rule number 4, be patient. I know, it's the hard one, but this is a marathon, not a sprint. Give it 6 to 12 months of these good habits and you will absolutely see a change.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. Here's the proof that this stuff really works. These are real results from actual users. People using Chime saw their scores go up by an average of 30 points. OpenSky users, an average jump of 47 points. And self-users saw an average increase of a whopping 50 points. That's the real-world impact of sticking to the plan. We're talking a potential 30, 40, even 50-point jump in your score in under a year.
Look, a low credit score does not have to be your story forever. It doesn't define your financial future. You have the power to change it. All it takes is the right tool, like one of these cards, and a simple, consistent plan. The first step is just picking one and getting started. So the only question left is, are you ready to rewrite your credit story?